Welcome back to the Press Plumb YouTube channel. I did an absolutely terrible long intro, so I'm redoing it. It was just crap. I was just talking absolute crap. As I am now. So shut up, Sam. What are you doing today? I'm not going to tell you, actually, because I'm going to make it a surprise. But it's just going to be a relaxed, easy day. We're all over the Tri-Counties. I don't know if that's actually a thing, but we're dipping into Oxfordshire. We're dipping into Gloucester. And then we're coming back and doing a job in Warwickshire. So, a Tri-County day today. But that is just a nice, easy day. A couple of little jobs. Nice and relaxed for a Friday. And hopefully we end up just doing about half a day's work and going home. That is the plan. We've had a really good week this week. Not only with YouTube, and the videos have been pretty good. I'm pretty happy with them so far this week. But the actual jobs themselves and the volume of work has been pretty okay. So I'm happy. Right. Let's go out to the first one. And I probably need the sat nav. So here we go. First job of the day. That's all the tools I need. Olive remover, spanner, lube, nut and olive. So in the garage. Let me show you. We've got a leak here. You can see we've got a big bucket catching it. And you can see there's water running out. Now I can see straight away it's not burst pipe. It goes. See, if you put your finger on it, stop the water flowing all the way down there. You can track it all the way back to there. So it's that nut and olive. Now stop tap is right there. So we get that turned off. Oh. Come on. There we go. Woo. Take that off. There we go. Leave that in there. Open that up. Shouldn't be much in there at all. Now we could do with tightening this all back first before we do anything. So let's get some new screws, new plugs. Right. Well, I can see where it's leaking from, look, because look, see how it's all crimped up?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how much you tighten that, it will never seal now.
Oh.
So we're just going to replace that bit of pipe, and I'm going to put this valve in as well here,
Yeah.
so in the winter you can turn it off or whatever, or if it ever wants doing again.
Yeah.
But there we go.
That's the cover. Because the first
There
time
we go.
it happened, it caught me out, of course, and it...
Valve. And there's our dripping tap. Should turn on. There we go.
I thought it was just as well to ask you while you were here on that.
Yeah, that's all
I
right.
just thought, well, how much longer will it drip? What if it just gives up altogether?
Well, it's only a washer. I can get that sorted. So, in fact, let's put the plug in so I don't lose no bits. Take that out. Pop that off. Okay. Put that on there. There we go. Okay, so you can see how pitted it is. Pitted. Not very good. And it's very dry and crispy. You can hear it on camera, but right, we got to find the matching one of them. So let's have a dig about. We've got too many dome ones, and I don't know if we've got many flat ones left. In fact, that one looks good. That might be it. Right, we are going to reseat it. And that should be enough there. Let me take that out. And there you go, it's left that with a nice, smooth, shiny surface. Let's just put the new washer, that one back in. This one I'm going to do it up with just a normal ratchet. There we go. Oh, turn it back on. Let's get this one back on. Like that. Oh. Don't lose your spanner, Sam. You keep losing tools all the time. Should see some gold shavings. There we go. Okay. See ya! I love certain customers. I think they just make me smile, make me happy. I think I love working with people where you go, yeah, they make the world a better place. Because you get some miserable bastards, don't you, now and again, like me. Right, that's good. 2 little mini jobs done. Just said about the tap washer. To be honest with you, I didn't realise the dripping tap was an outside tap, and it was. I just presumed it was a dripping tap. That's why you can't ever presume in this game, can you? But at least we didn't have to go off and get anything. Right, so on to the next one. We're going now from Gloucester to Warwickshire. I might name the video something witty and clever about working in 3 counties. I don't know, maybe. Anyway, cut to me at that job, I suppose. So just did a quick pit stop just to pick up some money. I mean, sounds like I've got a tip in there. Sounds like I've got a tip. I might buy myself a Milky Way. Right, come on, let's get round to this job. I think we're a little bit early because he said, no, we're not. 5 minutes. So he said be there at he'd be back at 10:30. So it's 20 past now, we'll be alright. Oh, I've got such a bad head today. My headache is just like, I think I'm coming down with something. Or, could be pollen. I'm not got runny nose or nothing, but sometimes that gives me a bad head. So, don't know. I do suffer in the summer in the UK. Weather's nice, and it's just you're hot and you're sneezing. It's not great. Right, if you're onto this job, then I've also just been doing some stuff on, some stuff in the pipeline. There is something really cool in the pipeline. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. But it's coming out. We've got about 3 weeks until the final the final product is done, and then it can get ordered in China or wherever it's manufactured, then sent out. So trust me, really cool product coming. I'm really excited about it. I can't say no more than that, but this is that close, and I can't wait to announce it on the channel. So I'm just doing a little bit of stuff with that in between. So just talking with a graphic designer, because we just need to get something done. But we're nearly there. I need another haircut. Right, called him up. He's like, oh no, 12:30. So, oh no, I've got to do something. So we've gone over to the other one. Unfortunately, tried calling her up, no answer. So there's every chance she's just not in. So this might be a pointless little drive. I don't know, I ain't gone too far, but let's go try. Right, unfortunately it's close coupled, and you can see the little dish under there. You can see the wing nut is dripping off of the wing nut, which means we need to take everything bloody apart because it's going to be the donut washer. So number 1, need to see if I've got a donut washer. 2, I need to go grab some tools. So let's go. Okay, right, let's get this one undone. Probably not the right order, but let's just get it out. The other one is non-existent, just a bit of silicone in there, so I presume there's silicone maybe behind this. So next thing, flathead, and turn this one off, give it a flush, like that. Take some off there a bit. That'll do. Ooh, God, I'm tired today. Take off these wing nuts. Oh, they come off really nice and easy, look. There we go, take them off, try not to lose them. Oh, look at all the water coming out. Lush. Right. Okay, so we get this one off here. Come on. There we go. Like that. That's that one. Now we've also got to disconnect the overflow here, which should be a sort of hand tight. Shouldn't really need tools for that. Get that one off. Come on, all the way. There we go. Now everything is disconnected. I should be able to just lift that off. Oh, pull this up. You better lift up this. And then just tip away everything left. There we go. Should be it. Come on. What's that still dripping? Oh, there we go. Right. Oh, God, I'm back. What a mess. So, you can see that doesn't look too pretty. Let's set up that tray so I can put all the rubbish and bits in it. Okay, we'll just try tightening that up, see how much that can tighten up. There. Okay, a new donut washer. I've cleaned this up as best I can. It's all tightened up. Cleaned up this area as best I can. And also put a new fibre washer, pasted it up. So let's get this one dropped back on. But where are the bolts? Where are the bolts? There are the bolts. Okay, we get them put back on there. Get it dropped back through. Whoever put this in loved a bit of Plumber's Mate, because Plumber's Mate has gone everywhere. So, right, let's get it dropped back on. Okay, let's get this dropped through. Okay. That one there, that one there. Get it centralised. Drop that down. Okay. That one. Just start that one up if we can, like that. Make sure our overflow's in. Come on. Ooh. I won't worry about that too much until we got these ones done. So, right. Funny, because that's actually sitting on a funny angle there. That one's fine, look, drops down nice, but this one is facing that way, which means the system wants to go back, but it can't go back. Which means the plate wants to come round to a different angle. I'm thinking we replace the flush valve. Better safe than sorry, aren't we, really? Okay, let's get this taken back off. Well, I'm glad I did, because as you can see, the rubber is on the wrong side. That should be on the inside of this. That's just plastic up in there. They put some PTFE around the threads. Don't know why. This can do with getting cleaned up at the very least. So I don't know if I've got a spare one, I'll replace it. But look, that rubber should not be on that side. It should have been the other side. So, definitely worth replacing it before we went any further. So we got rid of the rust. Give it a good buff up with a wire brush. It's like the drill attachment ones, both sides. It's pretty good nick, to be fair. If it was any more corroded and rusted, I'd just replace it, but there we go. And also, new siphon. So there we go, you can see the rubber is on that side, no rubber on the outside. It will just be the plate going over. And and then that one tightening on. So all I need to do is I need 2 hands, so I need to get this perfectly centralised. Otherwise, you will end up with a leak. So you can actually see how much flatter that is now sitting. So, much better. Right. That sits on there lovely. Again, drop it back down. Okay, so we're back on. As you can hear, it's running. But we've got to check everywhere for leaks because it's old. It's been moved. You never know what could leak. You don't know whether that's wet down there and whatnot. Overflow. Is that got a leak on it now? You don't know. And then these, I've got a funny feeling that basically the toilet is too far back. And the toilet actually wants to go slightly forward, so that cistern, because look, I think that's got too much of a lip there. I think it sits further back, so to actually get a seal on it, it's going to struggle without actually moving the toilet, which just to get that, you're going to have to mess about and everything. So, fingers crossed. Right, well I've just turned it off because I thought, well I've got the blue dye, so what you do is put your finger over it and just let a little bit out there. And then we're going to see whether or not it draws it away. Okay. So you see, because it's got a different density to water, we'll be able to see whether or not it's actually pulling that in and running away if we just keep a real good close eye on it. And if that seal's no good, trust me, some blue will come down there as well. So we'll give that 5 minutes. Great. On a Friday as well. Blue fingers. Ooh, looks like a finger to Smith. Right. Okay. Give that 5 minutes, then we'll turn it on. Give it a couple more flushes. Right. Can't see any colour in there. Nothing down there.
So if you empty the siphon dish and put it back.
Right, so we're all done. I want to live in a house where there's a big arrow that says plumber. Just point into my window, look. There he is, there's the plumber. It's cool, isn't it? I think the other side says decorators, glazers and decorators, the other side. So that was one way of knowing in the village what your job was. Put a big arrow pointing to your living room window. Right. Oh, one last job. I'm absolutely shattered. It's too hot today. It's hot. I really didn't sleep well last night because I fell asleep on the sofa. Always a bad idea. And then instead of getting up and going to bed, I desperately wanted to, don't get me wrong. I was like, oh, I better get up and go to bed. And then I fell asleep trying to get myself up. And then I woke up again. And I was like, oh, just give me a second. Let me just check my phone, blah, blah, blah. And then I fell asleep again. So my back is killing. I've woke up multiple times in the night and not gone to bed, which is my own fault. But I just feel like dirt today. It's too hot. I've got the Friday feeling. I'm already on the weekend, you know what I mean? I don't really want to be working, so... right. Also, I've not done the one task that I wanted to do this week, which was go to the accountants. Because I just haven't really found time. So, let's go do the last job of the week on a Friday. The phone is getting turned off. I'm not going to do no more work today. I don't care if it's an emergency. I don't care if they offer me. What would I go back out and work for? 500 quid. 500 quid if they want me to any more work today. It's going to cost 500 quid. Alright, that's how much it will take for me to get back off my ass and go do something. Because I want to do this job and then just go and have a nap. I'm an old man, basically. I want a granny nap. Right, cut to me at the job. Right, well, I I've done loads of these before on this estate. Same tap, you end up with a split in the actual spout itself. So I think that's off. Put that on. Let that drain down. I've already set up the tap, so that's all ready to go. Come on, turn off. Yeah, just snapped off. But look how rusty that is. Terrible, isn't it? Yeah. Two of them to get off, so... Right, where's the other one? And there's the second one. Right, disconnect those, that should lift out. Right, because it's a high neck tap on a thin sink, we'll obviously use a back bracket so that yeah, it stops it moving so much. Right. There you go. Right, so check for leaks. All good. All good. Right, cool. Got your back plate. I'll put an aerator in rather than the one that... I don't like the one that comes with them. I don't like that glug-in thing.
I'll put it in the...
They call it anti-drip, but I just think it's a bit silly. That's back on, because that come off. Right, good. Right, that just wanted a good old tighten up here. It was very loose.
Was it? But...
Yeah, I'll come... There you go.
But it says only hand tight and 1/2 turn.
Yeah, your hand tight and my hand tight's a bit different.
But
that's I've done about, I don't know, 10 turns there. Get it spraying on and I'll keep a real good eye on that. Oh, I should peel that back. Right, there we go, we're all done. So, his overflow, as you could see, it was like, oh, it needs some gunk round it. I was like, yeah, but you just haven't tightened it, so let's tighten it first and see. He didn't believe me. He was like, I've got the strongest wrist in the world. Clearly fucking not, mate. I must have turned, before I put the camera on, because I was like, oh, I didn't know if this is worth recording, but I'd already turned it like 5 times, so then I put the camera on just to give it a few extra, just to show you, you know, I'm tightening it up. Yeah, he is the biggest watcher of any of my customers, which I don't mind. You know, he lets me film, he lets me do all that. I always ask for permission, so that's fine. But he does watch. But I think it makes it more interesting. Well, what you know what I mean? Right, there we go. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, leave a comment, do all that stuff, and I shall see you on Monday in a better mood because I've had a good night's sleep. I'm going to go pick up Little from school, and then we are going to go Nando's tonight. I haven't had a Nando's in a long time, and it's not too unhealthy, okay? So we're going for a Nando's. Right, peace out, bye-bye.
It was all a dream. I used to read Screwfix magazine. PB Plumber hitting it big on the YouTube screen. Hanging rads on the wall every single day. Working hard and I'm standing real tall. I got my van stock filled to the top. Smoking on rollers, sipping on coffees at the coffee shop. Time to get paid, blow torching, then pipes laid. Way back when I had navy colored lumber.
Right, so I'm going to add something to do with a boiler, but don't worry, I ain't going to be doing that sort of thing usually. We're just going to stick to plumbing, but FYI, never ever watch YouTube videos thinking that you can do plumbing on your own gas. This is just diagnosing and explaining what the problem is, but we're not actually going to show any work. So the pressure keeps dipping down, and it's... how long ago do you reckon you had it at 1.5?
Oh, well, Grace redid it, what she put it to exactly, about one, I'm sure it was about one.
Yeah, it should, yeah, in between.
I don't know, 5 weeks ago, 6.
Okay, so it's a really slow one.
Yeah.
Now
It's only happened twice.
Yeah, new build house, you've got plastic pipes for the radiators. But come out here and you look at the pressure relief valve. So this is the discharge. And if I just put my finger around there, you can see it's wet. It's supposed to be absolutely bone dry. So it's the plate in the PRV is corroded, it's weeping, and that's where the pressure is actually coming out.